In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the single crochet stitch. Hi, I'm Nicole Chase and welcome to my channel. I design fun and colorful amigurumi crochet patterns that are great for any skill level. In this video, I'll be showing you how to do the single crochet stitch, both working through a chain and then continuing on in rows, and working in a magic ring, working in continuous rounds. Let's get started. First, I'll be showing you how to single crochet into a chain. So we'll start by making our chain. So beginning with a slip knot, take 2 fingers and wrap the yarn away from you around your fingers, creating an X. Then insert your hook under the first strand of yarn of the top of the X, pulling up the back strand of yarn at the top of the X, and twist. Then you will carefully remove your fingers and pulling your yarn tail and your working yarn, gently pull them together, and that creates the slip knot. Then you can use your working yarn and yarn tail to pull that slip knot tight against your hook. And we're going to start with a chain of 9. So yarn over and pull through for the first chain, yarn over and pull through for chain 2, yarn over and pull through for chain 3, and we'll continue that until we have 9 chains. Now we're ready to work our first single crochet. So for our first single crochet, we are going to start in the second chain from our hook. So this is your first chain, and this one is your second. This loop on your hook does not count as a stitch. So insert your hook into that second chain from your hook, then yarn over and pull up a loop. And you'll notice that you now have 2 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. And that completes your first single crochet stitch. And we will repeat that again in the next chain. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, creating 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And we now have 2 single crochet stitches. And you can count those stitches both from the top with those V's and from the side, 1 and 2. And we'll just continue those single crochets all the way across. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And here's what that row of single crochet stitches will look like. And to continue on to the next row, we will chain 1, so yarn over and pull through, creating your first chain. Then turn your work. And now we will single crochet across just like we did, but now rather than working into the chain, we'll be working into the stitches from the previous round. So to do that, insert your hook into the first stitch, which is just below those 2 lines that you can see at the top. Then yarn over and pull up a loop, having 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both of those loops. So that creates your first single crochet of this second row. And you will continue that all the way across. And there is our second row with our 8 single crochet stitches. And again, to continue on to the next row, you will chain 1, turn your work, and repeat that same process. Single crochet in each stitch to the end. Now I'll be showing you how to make a single crochet stitch into the magic ring. So first we'll start by making the magic ring, and with 2 fingers, wrap the yarn around your fingers toward you twice, and then use your thumb to hold that yarn in place. Then insert your hook under the first strand of yarn and pull up the back strand of yarn and twist to create a loop on your hook. Then we'll be making a chain 1. So with your working yarn, yarn over and pull through, and that is your chain 1. Then carefully remove your fingers from the ring. And now we will be working our stitches into this magic ring. So for your first single crochet, you will insert your hook into the ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. And now you have 2 loops on your hook. Then you will yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. And that creates your first single crochet. And again, insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook, and that's your second single crochet. And a lot of times you'll start with 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So I'm going to do that here. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there you can see my 6 single crochets. And then I'm going to close the magic ring by pulling this yarn tail, bringing the stitches together to create a circle. And that is my first round with 6 single crochets. And to count them, you can see there's 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this loop on your hook does not count as a stitch. There are 2 different ways to count your stitches. The first is from the top of the stitch, and you will notice that each stitch has a V at the top. So those 2 strands of yarn, here and here, is 1 stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The other way to count your stitches is from the top, and again we'll be looking for a V shape, but this time from the side. So each stitch has a V shape. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. This is also how you'll be able to count your rounds. So here we have the first round of stitches with our 6 single crochets in the magic ring. So that's round 1. And then we have this sort of indentation, and round 2, another indentation, and round 3, and another indentation, and then this is round 4. If you're making amigurumi, you always want to make sure that the right side of your stitches is facing outward. So this is what the right side of your stitches look like, where you can see those visible V's. The wrong side of your stitches is the back, and you can see that the wrong side of the stitches are just less defined. You'll also notice that each stitch has a line going straight across, where on the front right side of your work, you'll only see those V's. You'll also notice that the indentations between rounds is more defined on the right side, where the wrong side, they all sort of just blend together. Also, your yarn tail from pulling your magic ring tight typically falls to the wrong side of your work, so that's also a pretty good indicator of which side is the wrong side. Now you'll notice in this piece, when we're working in rows, you'll have 1 row that's the right side of stitches, and then the next row is the wrong side of stitches, and then the next row is the right side, and so on. This is because you turn your work for each round. So here you can see the difference between working in rows and working in continuous rounds. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.